Hello everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And our building character unit for this month is 2 days, 2 parts, and we're going to be looking at the idea of being cooperative. Wow.
So important.
That is very important. Cooperative is when people work together as a team to try to reach their goals. And you know, in the world today, we're facing big problems, right? With the environment and countries that are fighting. You see a lot of places that different countries aren't being cooperative. And of course, in our own countries or even in our own families or our own lives, we need to be cooperative. I know, Rainbow, you often work on television shows or movies and stuff. I guess when you're making a TV show or a movie, it's really important for everyone to be super cooperative, right? Because they're all doing different but important jobs.
Yeah, exactly. So when you are doing a show, there are people in front of the camera, there's people behind the camera, there's lighting people, there's makeup, there's a huge team. So on the screen, you might see 1 or 2 people only who are the characters, but actually what you don't see is there could be 40 or even 200 people behind the scenes and sweating, and everybody has to wait for the same cue, and they go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then everything has to go together perfectly, and everyone has to like breathe at the same time to get this production together. So being cooperative is a huge work for just what you might see on TV or in the movies as like 5 minutes or 1 minute. It could take hours and hours of work and cooperation. That's super, super important.
Yes, indeed. Of course, making movies and TV shows is a really hard job to do. And if people aren't being cooperative, it becomes so much harder and almost impossible. That's why to reach those big goals, we often have to work with other people, and that only goes well if people are being cooperative. So let's find out all about it in the first part of our article.
Chloe is part of a team at work. She works on all kinds of projects, and she has to work together with the other members to finish them. Chloe respects her team members. She also values their opinions, even though they might be different from hers.
So the article is all about being cooperative. We've used this word a lot so far. It's even there in our title. But Rainbow, what exactly is it when people are cooperative?
Okay, so we have this word that starts with CO. So whenever something starts with CO, it means together. So co, then we have operative. So when we operate, it means we do something. Something's happening. So we do something together. So cooperative is working together. So there are many, many ways to be cooperative with one another. It could be between people. It can be between companies, and it's important when we are working as a part of a team. So I'm going to get started with today's article, which is about somebody named Chloe. Chloe is part of a team at work. She works on all kinds of projects, and she has to work together with the other members to finish them.
All right, that sounds pretty normal. So Chloe's at her job, and there are very few jobs that you only do all by yourself, right? Most jobs you're going to be working with other people, at least in the same place, and often you will actually have to work with them to do the project, to do your work. What is a project? It's basically one kind of work, one job that someone gives you. You might have a goal, it might take you a few weeks or months or even years, but your goal is to do something. A big project for a country might be to build a new airport in a place. So that's a big project, and that project will cost millions of dollars and take many years, and thousands of people will be working on it in different ways and at different times. But that is your big goal. Your project is to do this. And so, of course, the team has to get working, and if people are being cooperative, if they are working together well and smoothly, things go so much better. So there's Chloe, she's at work. This could also be Chloe's a student in maybe university. You also have to work often as a team to do a project in school, but in jobs at an office, it's very common. So next we read, Chloe respects her team members. All right, so that means she has a good relationship and she tries to treat them very well, right?
Respect is very important, especially when you're working with another person. Respect means that you care about what the other person thinks, what they want, and you actually value what they think. You're not just saying, oh, I don't care what you think, just listen to me. You think, hey, you know what? I think you know something. I think you're very smart and you're very knowledgeable, and I want to learn from you, so I care about what you want to bring to this project. That is a form of respect. We often feel respect for people who are more senior than us in some way. For example, you have a boss or an older sibling or your parents or grandparents. You respect them because they have experience that comes before you and you can learn a lot from them. So Chloe respects her team members, which means that she knows that they've done some great things and she wants everybody's opinions to be a part of the project.
And another way we show respect, of course, is that we treat people the way we would like them to treat us. So if you're kind to them, you would hope that they would be kind to you, and that's a good way of showing respect. So that's good. That means she values and she understands that her team members are good for the project. They will help things go well. It also says she also values their opinions, even though they might be different from hers.
Ooh,
this
that's
is
respect.
another way of showing respect. So she values their opinions, what they think on things. Even if it's not what she thinks and she disagrees, she won't just say, oh, I don't like that idea, you're dumb, or something. No, she values them. When you value someone or something, you understand how important it is, you understand how useful or special it is, how it improves your life in some kind of way. We value our friends, we value our family, you would value your health. If you get sick, you'll suddenly go, oh, being healthy is such a great thing. When I get better, I'm going to work harder to stay healthy because I value my health. It might not be worth money. I can't sell it or put it in a bank, but it's important and it brings something good to my life, so I value it.
And Chloe values other people's opinions. An opinion is how someone thinks about something. For example, what they care about, whether they think it's good or not, how to improve something, what they like or don't like about it. These thoughts that belong to you are your opinion. So when we work in a group, it's important to listen to everyone's opinions because they can be different. But coming together means we put all those opinions together and we find a solution that makes everybody happy. Okay, so we're going to take a break and then we'll continue to talk more about Chloe and how she works to cooperate in a team.
That's because they come from different backgrounds and they have different skills and experiences too. Chloe's team members feel the same way about her. Most importantly, everyone is willing to help each other, so everyone is very cooperative.
All right, we are back. So before we were reading about how Chloe respects her coworkers and she values their opinions. Of course, this will be good for cooperation, for people to work together and be happy working together. But there are also other reasons that Chloe's ideas will really be good for her and for her whole team. Because we read that's because her team members, they come from different backgrounds and they have different skills and experiences too. This is a really good point. You might all work in the same company, you might all have gone to the same school or gotten the same training before, but you weren't born from the same parents. You didn't come from the same places, and people do have different experiences. So even if they think differently from you, the way they think might bring a whole new idea to your project or to what you're trying to do that you would never think about on your own, because everyone has a different background.
So background is where you come from. So in our life, your background can be where you're from, where you grew up, where you went to school, or Which part of the country are you from? Are you mixed or are you from a certain place? In a career sense, your background is what companies have you worked for? What job titles have you had? What has been your past? So when people look at their backgrounds, it matters because people with different backgrounds bring different things to the table. They have different experiences and different skills.
That's right. Skills and backgrounds and experience, the word we'll look at next, can be very different among other people. If your background is like your personal history, your skills are the things that you've learned during that life. It could be anything. If you know how to cook, if you know how to paint, if you can speak many languages, if you're really good with computers, if you can sing, dance, do some kind of art. These are all different skills that people have. People can learn skills at school that might help them get a job, or you might learn skills in your hobby or your pastimes just because it's interesting to you. And of course, you never know what kind of skill you might have and how that might help you at some point in your future. So having these skills, having experience can be a really wonderful way to sort of have an interesting life and maybe help out.
That's right. So we've got background, skills, and experience. Your experience is what you've done before. So again, it's very similar to your background, but experiences are particularly what projects have you worked on? What work have you done? What have you participated in? Which companies did you work with before specifically? Or what kind of skills or you have these websites, or maybe you can use some kinds of programs, and this experience can help because everybody has a different one, and when you put them together, it can make the team really great.
Okay, so experiences are things you have done in your life. Skills are things that you can still do right now because you have the knowledge. All right, back to the article. It says Chloe's team members feel the same way about her. So that's good. It sounds like the respect is going both ways. She respects them, they respect her, and everyone knows that with different histories, different skills, different experience, everyone can, bring something to the project.
Most importantly, everyone is willing to help each other. Oh, so everyone is very cooperative. That's important in a team because if you only care about yourself, you're not going to know if the other person needs help, and then the whole entire team isn't going to be very effective. But if you also care about what the other person might need help with, then the whole team gets things done very quickly and effectively and gets them done very well together because they all cooperate with each other.
That's true. Some people on the team might say, well, I did my part of the work, so I'm
care.
done. But yeah, if you want to help each other, if you want to make the project more successful and finish the project sooner, if you finish your work, look for someone else who's still working on their stuff, go and help them. That would be a good way to be very, very cooperative. Well, thanks for being cooperative with us, you guys, sitting here and listening to us and reading along at the same time. And we hope you will cooperate one more time and come back tomorrow for part 2 of this interesting and very helpful article. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Chloe is part of a team at work. She works on all kinds of projects, and she has to work together with the other members to finish them. Chloe respects her team members. She also values their opinions, even though they might be different from hers. That's because they come from different backgrounds, and they have different skills and experiences too. Chloe's team members feel the same way about her. Most importantly, everyone is willing to help each other, so everyone is very cooperative.
Hello, I'm Tina. 今天要跟大家聊聊我刚出社会的第一份工作。那时候啊，菜鸟刚毕业，在一间外商公司当业务。我才刚进去没几天，主管就给我一个大专案，我当然要一显身手，让大家知道我很厉害。专案这个字就叫做 project 名词。That project cost a lot of money. 那个专案花了很多钱。身为一个菜鸟，我必须要顺利完成这项任务，让公司的人都能够尊敬我，不会把我当小妹看。尊敬这个字就叫做 respect 是一个动词。I wanted my coworkers to respect me. 我想要同事尊敬我，不会觉得我很菜。当然啦，我也会到处询问别人对于这个专案的意见，希望能对我这个专案有帮助。意见这个字就叫做 opinion，opinion 这是一个名词。What's your opinion of my project？ 你对我的专案有什么想法？我得到了很多宝贵的意见，同时也增进了我的简报技巧。技巧、技能这个字就叫做 skill，skill 这是一个名词，它是指后天习得的一种技能。They helped me a lot with my presentation skills. 他们对我的简报技巧有很大的帮助。Presentation 就是简报。接着我们来看到重点文法咯。那个时候呢，我真的以为我可以一个人搞定这个专案，结果就出包了。我主管就叫另外一个同事 Jenny 过来帮我，我就跟他合作，要把这个专案搞定。A works together with B 就是指 A 和 B 合作。I worked together with Jenny to finish the project. 我和 Jenny 一起合作完成这个专案。结果我们两个还是搞砸了，但主管竟然还是没有生气耶。我后来才知道他是一个不露声色、很冷静的人。你们周围应该有这种人吧？表里不一，表面上跟你没事，也许他心里气得要死。也许这个字就叫做 might， 它是一个助动词，表示可能、也许某个人或某件事情可能会怎么样，我们就可以这么说。名词 might be 加上形容词。我们来看看呢。My manager looks calm on the outside, but she might be very emotional on the inside. 我的主管表面上看起来很冷静，但他的心里可能是非常情绪化的。Emotional 就是情绪化的。后来我都不敢自己接专案了，非常愿意跟别人一起合作，再也不想单打独斗。愿意做某件事情的英文就是 Somebody is willing to 加动词，表示某人愿意做某件事情。那 willing 就是指愿意的、乐意的。After that, I was willing to work with others. 在那之后，我很愿意跟别人合作了。这就是我刚进入社会的故事。大家要学起来哦！我们下一课再见啦，拜拜。
Hi everyone, I am Steven. I am now at the Science Park Exploration Museum in the Hsinchu Science Park. At the Hsinchu Science Park, there are 6 main industries: integrated circuits, optoelectronics, computer peripherals, biotechnology, telecommunications, and precision machinery. Let's go in and find out more about them. Most of the companies at the Hsinchu Science Park are integrated circuit IC companies. Items like smartphones and coffee machines have ICs inside. Optoelectronics is a science about light and electronics. TV screens and computer monitors are optoelectronic products. Computer peripherals are tools that can be joined with a computer. Common peripherals are mouses, keyboards, microphones, printers, and so on. Biotechnology is the use of living things to make products. Medicine and medical tools are biotechnological products. Telecommunications is a way of sending information electronically. Common telecommunication devices are telephones, televisions, and the internet. Precision machinery is cutting a big piece of material into a smaller, usable one. Car and bicycle parts are all made with this skill. The Hsinchu Science Park helps the world see Taiwan.